This was about 45 minutes of steady rain, and you'd think the watering is taken care of, right? But let me show you something. See this top layer? That's wet. But go down past that first half inch or so, and it's dry. The rain never made it to the root zone. 45 minutes of hard rain and the roots are still waiting for water. Imagine what 5 minutes with a hose is actually doing. The issue isn't the amount of water, it's the rate. Soil can only absorb water so fast. And when rain comes in hard and fast, or when you're out there with a spray nozzle, the water hits the surface faster than the soil can absorb it. It puddles, it runs off, and what does soak in stays near the top. And roots chase water. If moisture consistently only exists near the surface, that's where the roots will stay. And shallow roots are fragile. They dry out quickly because the surface loses moisture first. What you actually want are roots that go down into cooler, more stable moisture, deeper in the soil. Those plants can handle dry stretches much better. So the goal isn't just getting water into the garden. It's about getting water down into the root zone. And to do that, you have to slow down. And I have a few different ways to do this, and they all have the same thing in common. They're not complicated. All they're doing is slowing down how the water goes into the soil. So I'm going to cover those three things, and at the end I'm going to give you a tip to make your gardening even easier. The simplest one is just this: a hose turned down to a light trickle at the base of the plant. Not a spray, not a stream, just a slow, gentle flow. It takes longer than walking down the row with the sprayer, but that's kind of the point. A second option is a soaker hose. It runs along the bed and slowly weeps water into the soil over its entire length. The important thing is to keep the flow low and slow. You're not trying to flood the bed. You're trying to give the soil enough time to absorb the water as it moves downward. And then there's drip irrigation. Emitters sit right near the root zone and deliver water slowly and consistently. The setup can take a little more effort up front, but once it's installed, it removes almost all the guesswork. You know, none of these three are competing systems. They can all work together, depending. I use irrigation lines in my raised beds. I use soaker tape back in my garlic bed. But if you want to make things even easier for yourself, pick up an inexpensive mechanical timer. Hook up your hose to it, set the time you want. You'll never underwater or overwater again. My rule of thumb for watering the vegetable garden is 1 inch of water per week, and that includes rain. Doesn't look like we're going to get any today. But there's a couple ways to track that. You can go old school with a mason jar. You can pick up a rain gauge, or perhaps the simplest way to tell if your garden needs water is the finger trick. Just put it down near the base of the plant, put it all the way in, and if there's moisture, you're good to go. You can check again tomorrow. If it's dry, go ahead and water. Simple, but effective. You've stayed to the end, thank you. And if you found this useful, please hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.